Hello everyone. Today we want to discuss how to handle bad breath in children and to help our children attain good oral hygiene. Sadly, most parents, out of pity, fail in their duty to help their children attain good oral hygiene. And as they grow, they begin to understand all these things. And most of them that have all these dents, tatters, and cavities, you know, they will be mocked by their fellow kids, and that will not be a very good thing. So, as parents, it is our duty to help them as they're growing to always ensure that they maintain and attain good oral health. How can we do this? You have to ensure that you help your children brush their teeth and clean their tongue every day. And after eating, most times there are food lodges in between the tooth and on the tongue. You help them to get rid of them. This will help to prevent bacteria from accumulating or taking over the mouth. So when the teeth is clean, when you have maintained good oral health, there won't be bad breath. But whereby the mouth is not clean, and it's not well taken care of, the mouth will begin to produce bad smells. So as it is in adults, so it is also in kids. Don't say that they are kids. Don't say that nobody, is noticing the bad breath. Nobody is after it. You know, it is not about who is after it or who is noticing it. It is about the effect it will have on the child. It is about the damages it might cause to the child's health, oral health. You understand? So you have to try as a parent to do your duties in that aspect. Most parents, they will tell you that I don't want to wound him. Anytime I try to brush his mouth, he's always crying. I don't want it. So that's why let him just go, please. No, that is not the way. You have to force the child because the child does not know or understand what it means to have a good oral health. And it's only when they are grown, to that certain age that they will understand what you are talking about. So as a parent, you have to help them. The same way you are protecting them and fighting for them, the same way you are protective of them, not to get injured, not to have any permanent injuries or anything on their body. It's the same way you have to guide them and teach them on all these things and all the certain things that are good for them to learn and to understand. So you have to help them to ensure that they brush their mouths, help them to get rid of food particles in the mouth. Most times I understand there are kids that does not want that are always resisting. They wouldn't want you. They are resistive. They won't want you to even come close to them with them brush. But you can make it easy. You can try to look for a simpler or easy way to do it so that they will allow you, or give you the audience opportunity to do it. Most times you might, instead of using the brush to brush them out, you can just try and brush their teeth and then ask the child. You can just say, baby, use your teeth, to brush your tongue. They can use their teeth against their tongue to brush their tongue, back to front, just like this. You can tell them to do that. By the time they do it 5 times, you give them water to wash down. So, and then you see that the teeth will be fine and held. There won't be tatters or food particles left on the tongue, that will cause about the growth of bacteria in the mouth, because it is the growth of this bacteria in the mouth that causes the mouth to smell. So by the time you are always doing this, by the time they eat food and you are trying to get rid of the food particles in their mouth, you give them water to drink. Normally, after eating, you're supposed to give your child water to drink, but most parents, they don't do all these things. Give them water to drink. It's not even after eating, all the time. You always give them water to drink, and with the water going down their mouth, they will not have dry mouth, because when the mouth is dry, bacteria will strive. So by the time water is going down there, it will help the mouth to be rinsed. The water is rinsing the mouth, as well as they are consuming the water, it's helping them in making sure that they have good digestion, and also keeping their mouth or oral health healthy. So you have to ensure that you always give them water. Do not keep water aside on any occasion. So you just make sure that they drink enough water. It will help to maintain good oral health. Also, there are some cases, that if they don't want, they can't be able to help themselves to brush their tongue against their teeth. You can use a wooden spoon or plastic spoon to help them scrape the tongue, and you use the brush to brush the mouth. Be mindful of the type of toothpaste that they are using. Be mindful, because it's not all toothpaste that are good for them. You make sure that the toothpaste you are using for that certain age, and you use a pea-sized toothpaste. You just collect a pea-sized toothpaste, on their brush, and help them to brush their mouth every day. There are some certain things you can also do. If your child is too resistant, once in a while you can just keep the toothbrush aside and use mouthwash. You can use mouthwash, dilute it with water depending on the age of the child, and you use it to rinse their mouth once in a while. It will help to keep off bacteria, and your child's breath will be fine. At that particular age, they might not understand what it means to brush the mouth. It is when they are grown, or as they grow, that they will understand, or when other kids start making mockery of them, that they will understand, and they will blame it on you, the parent. So why don't you help them now to attain that oral health, and in the future they will appreciate it and be happy. So let us try as much as we can to do most of our duties for our children, especially oral health, oral health. While we were kids, as we're growing, there are other kids, they usually have tatters and bad teeth cavities, and we make mockery of them. And they will not be happy. They will go home and cry to their parents. And it's heartbreaking if you are a mother, your child also and cry that the other kids are making mockery because of their teeth. And this is something you could have prevented in back then. So you wouldn't feel okay. So let's try as much as we can to help these children to attain oral health. At least when you take your child out in public and the child speaks, the mouth wouldn't stink. Thank you.